People studying English often make two big mistakes. First, they learn just one meaning for each word, and as a result, they do not master English vocabulary. The second mistake that they make is that they don't learn the words that they need most. But I have good news for you. This episode will help you to solve both of these problems. Hello, listeners. I'm Tim, and I'm here for you every Monday to help you learn English in depth and detail, and without ever hurrying, so you can start speaking and understanding advanced English. In this week's episode, you're going to learn about 5 words and 17 meanings from the NGSL, or New General Service List, which is a list of the 2,800 most used words of English. These words are especially helpful if you want to get a high band score on IELTS or TOEFL, but are also amazingly helpful if you need to use English for work or understand the news in English. We've been working on NGSL vocabulary for many episodes on this podcast, which means that we will start our episode with word number 1,871 from the NGSL, which is nearby. Nearby has 3 meanings. One is an adverb, one is a preposition, and one as an adjective. Let's start with the adverb. It just means close, not far. And what's special about this is that when it's an adverb, you do not have a noun after it. So, number 1, I live nearby, so I walk to work. 2, is there a bus stop nearby? Third and last, she's lucky that her family lives nearby. Okay, now let's move on to the preposition. The preposition meaning of nearby has the same meaning as the adverb. The only difference is that when a word is a preposition, it does have a noun after it. So if it's an adverb, no noun after it. If it's a preposition, then there is a noun after it. 3 examples. 1, she lives nearby her family. 2, is there a bus stop nearby here? Third and last, there's a falafel shop nearby the train station. Okay, the last meaning of nearby is an adjective and is again pretty much the same meaning, but this time it has a noun after it. Examples. 1, my job is in a nearby town across the river. 2, we slept in a nearby hotel after we landed. Third and last, a nearby policeman helped me after the accident. Okay, now let's move on to our next word from the NGSL, 1,872, manufacturer. Manufacturer. M-A-N-U-F-A-C-T-U-R-E-R. Manufacturer. Manufacturer. This one has just one meaning, and it is a noun. So a manufacturer is just a company which makes a product. 3 examples. 1, Lego is the world's biggest manufacturer of toys. And actually also someone told me that Lego is the world's largest manufacturer also of tires. Well, tires for toys, but nonetheless, it's the largest number of tires in the world. 2, a lot of clothing manufacturers are located in Bangladesh. Third and last, I can't get replacement parts for my car because the manufacturer went out of business. Okay, that was easy, right? Well, the next word is a lot harder. It has no less than 8 meanings. And also, the meanings are not always super similar to each other. The word is slide. S-L-I-D-E. Slide. Slide has 4 meanings as a verb and 4 meanings as a noun. Let's start with its meanings as a verb. But before we do that, let's remember that this verb is irregular. Its past simple form is slid, and its third form is also slid. So it's slide, slid, slid. Okay, the first meaning as a verb is to move along a surface while touching it in an uncontrolled way. So the uncontrolled part is key here. A car moves along a surface, but the movement is controlled, so that is not sliding. 3 examples. 1, my car almost slid off the road during the snowstorm. 2, put oil in your car's engine regularly so its moving parts slide easily. Third and last, some kids bring sleds when it snows, but we prefer to slide down the hill on our butts. Okay, the second meaning is to give something to someone by causing it to slide from your location to theirs. So the most common situation for this meaning of slide happens when you are sitting at a table and you want to give someone something by pushing it along the table. This meaning sounds very conversational. It's not something you would probably say to your boss, for example. So 3 examples of this meaning of slide. 1, can you please slide me the salt? 2, she slid the magazine across the table to her friend. 3rd and last, please don't throw my phone to me. Slide it across the table instead. Okay, the 3rd verb meaning of slide is to slowly but noticeably decrease. We use this meaning when talking about quantities and qualities. So quantities can slide and qualities can slide. This meaning is more serious sounding because we use it to talk about economics and business. 3 examples. 1, ticket prices have already slid a lot, but they might come back up. 2, your grades in both math and reading have been sliding. What's wrong? 3rd and last, the quality of American cars slid for some years, creating an opportunity for foreign manufacturers. True story. The 4th and last verb meaning of slide is to secretly put something someplace. In other words, to hide something. 1, she slid her classmate a small paper with the answers on it during the test. 2, don't try to slide the police money to get out of trouble. You'll only make things worse. 3rd and last, it's true, drug dealers slide drugs between books at the library, using the book's numbers as a way to tell others where to find the drugs. Actually, that sounds really crazy, but I have a friend who works in a library, and he told me that this is true. Sometimes the police come in there, and somebody has done something illegal by putting drugs in between the books. Quite sad, but that's how things work sometimes. Anyway, okay, now we can talk about slide's 4 meanings as a noun. The first meaning of slide as a noun is a process of negative change that is difficult to stop or reverse. Examples. 1, it looks like our country is on a slide into dictatorship. 2, we hope that the new CEO can stop our company's slide into bankruptcy. 3rd and last, this fascinating diary written in my handwriting records a man's slow slide into insanity. Okay, the second noun meaning of slide is more positive and even fun. A slide is a large tube that children slide down for fun and that is often found in parks. So imagine you walk in a park, the kind of park, not like a big forest park, but the kind of park where lots of children play and there's structures that children can play on. A slide is a type of structure that kids can play on. It's, like I said, it's a tube. The kid sits down at the top of the tube or half of a pipe. They sit down at the top of it, and they slide down the pipe, or the slide. Okay, 3 examples. 1, let's play inside. It just rained, so the slides are all wet. Not fun to slide down a slide when a slide is wet. Yeah, not fun. 2, we love to play on the slides and swings at the park. Swing is another type of play structure. 3rd and last, the world's tallest water slide is 76 meters tall and located in Qatar. Okay, the 3rd meaning of slide as a noun comes from science. A slide is a flat, rectangular piece of glass or plastic looked at with a microscope or projector. 3 examples. 1, this slide has dead viruses on it. Put it in the microscope to look at them. 2, this toy microscope comes with over 24 slides of crystals, plants, and organic materials. 3rd and last, can you show me how to put slides in the projector? I want to make a presentation on Native American nations. Okay, the 4th and last meaning of slide as a noun, and the last meaning of all of them, is a single non-moving image on a screen during a presentation. 3 examples. 1, if you want to make a good presentation, you need to do more than just read from the slides. 2, this slide shows the change in the oil and gasoline prices for the last 36 months. 3rd and last, someone slid a picture of me in a bathing suit into the slides for my presentation to the CEO. I'm still angry about it, of course, but I also got a raise and promotion that same day. All right, that was a lot of meanings for just one word. Let's move on to our next word, 1874, valuable. That's VALUABLE, valuable. This one has 2 meanings as an adjective and 1 as a plural noun. The first adjective meaning is having value, useful, or helpful. This time, 5 examples. 1. Living in another country is a valuable experience. 2. Juliana is a psychologist. Her advice is valuable, but it costs money. 3. I have some of my most valuable insights when I'm running or cycling. 4. Your opinions are valuable to us. Please tell us what you really think. 5th and last, skills that are valuable today might not be tomorrow. Okay, the second adjective meaning of valuable is having a high financial value, being worth a lot of money. 3 examples. 1. Who knew that all these old books could be so valuable? 2. A person's house and car are the most valuable things they own. 3rd and last, antique cars usually aren't as valuable as their owners hope they are. Okay, the last meaning of valuable is actually as a plural noun. So here the word is valuables. That's valuables, valuables. Valuables are things that are worth money that belong to a person and that can be carried by hand. So like your car, you couldn't say that your car is one of your valuables. Valuables, things like a wallet and a telephone. 3 examples. 1. Put your valuables and everything you have made of metal onto the belt. This is a sentence that you would hear probably in an airport. 2. When he left prison, he collected the few valuables that he owned: a telephone, a wallet with $37, some house keys, and a small photo album. 3rd and last, she took her valuables out of her pockets and gave them to the police officer. Okay, our last NGSL word of the day is 1,875, personally. P-E-R-S-O-N-A-L-L-Y, personally. It has 3 meanings, always as an adverb. In the first meaning, personally is used to emphasize that an experience or opinion belongs to the person speaking and may not be shared by others. 3 examples. 1. Personally, I prefer train travel to driving or flying. 2. Personally, I think it's a great idea, but what do you think? 3rd and last, what do I think? Personally, I think the new rules are too strict. In the second meaning, personally is used to emphasize that someone does something in the physical presence of another person and not using telephones, radio, internet, etc. So another way of saying personally in this meaning is in person. 3 examples. 1. I'm so tired of communicating by text and even phone. I prefer to talk to people personally. 2. The airport didn't pick up the phone when Daniel called about his lost bag, so he went there personally to ask about it. 3rd and last, write text messages for years instead of meet personally? What kind of relationship is that? The 3rd and last meaning of personally is used to emphasize that a particular person does something, a specific person, possibly because other people are unable to do it or do not want to do it. 3 examples. 1. Tim personally wrote this dictionary for his students. 2. She personally baked me a birthday cake with my name on it. So, she personally baked me a birthday cake. That means that she did it, nobody else. It was her, it was special that she did it. 3rd and last, you shouldn't have to wait weeks to get your car repaired. I'll fix it for you personally if you want. Okay, that is all for this week. Thank you everyone so much for listening, and see you all next Monday.